Hi guys, 4G Prime here, back with another custom review. And today we'll look at the TFCon Orlando 2023 Custom Class Exclusive Squadron Medic or Transformers Legacy Armada Universe Red Alert. Maybe? Siri is in his van mode, of course. Let's take a look at him. Let's take a quick look at the paints, and there are a lot of them. There are way more than I thought there was. So first, of course, I did use gray primer and white primer, as well as the normal semi-gloss clear coats, just to get them all out of the way. I use some TS29 semi-gloss black, some TS49 bright red, TS86 pure red, and I forgot to grab it, but I also used the Tamiya spray pure whites. It's the white that I normally use in other videos, so I feel if you look back, you can find it, but it's like Tamiya's spray pure white. I don't remember the number. Anyways, as for hand paints, we have some copper, full focus, some lemon yellow, chrome silver, white, neutral gray, sky blue, regular blue, some red, semi-gloss black, focus, thank you, and finally, flat flesh, which I don't think I've ever used this color before. I didn't even know I had it until I looked over there because I was trying to find a color to better match something, and it was there, and I was like, why not? Also, there are two colors on this custom that I didn't mix to get, which I'll go ahead and explain the first one here, which is the little bit of pink there. I actually just mixed some of the red and the white together to kind of get that because I don't have any pink. And I was trying to go for like a more like brighter red, and it ended up more pink, but I kind of like the shade. It doesn't come up as well on camera. It just kind of looks more red, but I kind of like the little shade it has going on. But here is the van mode. As you can tell, this is from the Legacy Skids mold, or more specifically, this is from Evolution Crosscuts, with some upgraded parts from Render Form, which was the convention exclusive for the TFCon custom class, which this was my second TFCon. Little brief discussion. It was really fun. I had a good time. I got a lot of fun things. Stuff I'm probably not really gonna take a look at. I am gonna gloat. I got BotCon Fire Guts Jinrai here. And I love him so much. He's beautiful. I love this mold, so I had to get him. He's orange. He's my favorite color. I had to, no matter the insane cost of the entire box set just for him. But you know, it's fine. It's fine. You know. But I actually got to do the custom class for the very first time because I've never done a custom class, and so they had us hand painting the white, which I really didn't like doing. Like I tried to. I still have my my attempted one. I had to buy a whole second crosscut just to do it because like halfway through it, I'm like, I'm not gonna finish this today, and even if I did, it would look really bad. So I decided that I'd take it home and do it like a proper custom, and I've been on it ever since I got home. But yeah, it was a very fun weekend, good time, and red alerts. But the white I actually ended up spray painting like with the aforementioned pure white. I had to sand down a good bit of areas. This I sanded down so much because I was so scared this would chip. And it didn't, not one little bit. Honestly, I can say the first layer of like spray painted white, like all this stuff, none of it chips. I shaved it down all just enough. Which in terms of that, I meant I shaved down around this hinge. I shaved down these areas here for the seams. I had to shave down here a little bit because this wasn't quite lining up on this copy, so I just had to fix it. I shaved these down a lot, and then also the bit that's in there right now too, like insanely. I've gone through 3 of these, like 2 P240 sandpaper that I have. Anything else I sanded? At least not in vehicle mode. I had to sand down a lot of stuff in road mode. Like I finished this yesterday as of recording, and then I tried transforming it with several areas chipped, and I spent the rest of the day fixing that. Did the wheels up in copper, be more accurate, which actually, let's go ahead and get a quick comparison shot. There's how the vehicle mode looks for the official class, and then here's how mine looks. Because I did add more details and switch around details. So there you go. Like, I try to make this one a little bit more accurate. That's why, for example, like this whole bit up here, which can sort of double as the gun, but I decided to stick with the vehicle mode accuracy, which actually I spray painted this with the pure red, whereas the windows are the bright red. And then I painted in these areas with regular red, so it had a little bit more definition while still being fully red like it's supposed to be, which you can sort of tell on camera just a little bit. And I painted inside of that black just for an extra little bit of some pop going on. Then there, you're supposed to paint the collar blue, but I also added a little bit of blue there, because that's how it looks on the original toy. Which I had photos of the toy, the show model, and then the actual custom itself for reference. So I used a lot of reference photos for this one. But yeah, and then the back, I changed up how the back looks. It's like, it's supposed to be gray, but they had it to where like the bottom I think is black, and then this was silver. And I was just like, why? We were using gray as part of this custom. Just use gray. And then I didn't paint the back windows. So I'm sorry, I wasn't doing that. But yeah, very, very nice van mode. I think it switches up enough from skids to where you can tell like it's fairly unique, and you can still take this off and just have like the regular van, which is a lot more skidsy looking. But we're gonna pop that back on because that's his and he earned it. But yeah. Anyways, that is it for vehicle mode. So let's go ahead and get him into his robots mode. And here in his raw mode, he just looks real nice. Which I forgot to mention this earlier, but this is a slightly new setup. I used to have two tables that I had for. One of them was like photography and just like general work table. And then the other one was more meant for painting and filming reviews. I filmed on this table as well for the Omega Doom video, so anyone that watched that might recognize it, but this is going to be this should be the new permanent setup. I hope the vocals in this room are pretty alright too, because yeah, I also changed rooms, so bear with me here. It's been weird adjusting the camera because this table's longer, so I'm like reaching for the feature. But here he is in robot mode, which like I said, he looks quite nice. Let's take a quick look at his head. Let's get this up. And it does look pretty darn, like that is a proper Red Alert head if I've ever seen one. Just man. Which I don't even really mind the whole like split thing there, which I did paint it also accordingly to the how I did in vehicle mode. Of course, it is weird for him to have door wings and not have them like right there. I remember when I had to take it apart, I just kind of held it there and I was like, man, I wish I could do that. I don't have that kind of expertise. I don't think someone wants to design a whole new like torso unit just for this toy to do that. I mean, if you do, hey, call me, please. Let me get them over here so we can take a little quick comparison. I think Raw Mode has a lot more changes, mainly due to the shade of blue. But here is a quick comparison again with the TFCon, how they did it, and this is versus how I did it. Which I pretty much did it this way because, like I said, I did this at home, so I had all my equipment and everything that I could just do it with more properly instead of just the paints that I had. Which, funnily enough, when I went to the class, not only was it the same paints that I use, like they're all Tamiya paints, and several of them even like the same kinds of paint I use, like the main ones that I would use, but also they even had the screwdriver I use, and I regret not grabbing one of those. I need another one. But oh well, I still like what I got. Which we can take a look at the chest too, which just does look real nice. I love the yellow. The yellow is probably the messiest part on this whole thing. Either that or the stripes, because I did like mask off a certain portion. Didn't turn out, and like it turned out mostly fine. It's a little bit messy, but not a lot. They're uneven. They're slightly uneven if you put them side by side, and I'm so glad they're on. I'm so glad the figure's assembled. And that's not like staring me in the face. And quick side note, when I painted the doors too, there's so much detail on the backs of these doors that I never noticed because they've always been, clear blue. Just look at that. Look at that, man. It's nice. I like that. Anyway. But the blue on here, I actually already had someone on Twitter ask me about it. So the blue is the other mixed color, which I pretty much just took these two blues and mixed them together. I just kind of kept dropping a little bit of this blue in here till it got a little bit darker, because this one's way too dark. It's actually that shade of blue is the dark blue, and then this is the mixed color. Just because I was matching it to the animation model, which didn't have any gold on the legs, but it had like his knee caps were like the dark blue. So I just went ahead and painted it like that just to match that a little bit more. Because I was kind of going for more like show and toy accuracy. The TFCon one, I think they were just trying to get away from licensing, to tell you the truth. I mean, I don't know. I mean, or maybe there's just like, maybe their screen caps are different than mine. Armada animation. I love Armada to death, but Armada animation is not the best. Now let's talk about some hands. So a few notes on the kit in general with this. When you're transforming and everything, do not grab it by this at all. I literally had like the screws like break on me already, which I think they warned about in the instructions. So like I think one of them's kind of screwed in, but then I put a whole layer of glue like right there and then at the screw holes. I haven't touched it since. I grabbed it from like here. Just don't. I know how people transform this mold. This is how I transform it. I lift this up, and I lift it down here, and that's gonna break this off. So don't do that. Hold it here, and just. It's a little tight, a little bit more difficult, but it is manageable. The hand here, I recommend shaving down all of this, like shave down the pegs, and then shave down the mushroom, because you can't take that out once you put it in. Apparently, it breaks, and like they were just never able to fix that. But I mean, do you want to? Do you want to take that out? Do you want to paint the hand and then just leave it around? Like, madman, what are you doing? I also didn't paint this main red middle piece because I didn't see a point. Also, the leg joints in the instructions for the custom TFCon, they tell you to paint that. Why? Why do you? I mean, I get it, you know, like I guess, but is it that bad? Like, I mean. That's gonna just scratch off. Like, why? I need to know. There is a little bit of chipping I couldn't get around. Like, there's a little bit around the feet, mainly because one of the pins would not come out. Look at this one. So I just had to paint it by hand. So like I have a little bit of chipping right there, and then I think it's like this one. There's a little bit there. It isn't the worst. I don't mind like a little bit of like joint or tab chipping on customs. Is just whenever I first transformed it, it's like these bits were chipped. I had to shave right there down a lot, and then I shaved the foot down a little bit, like right at the line there, just kind of smooth it out more. I had to round out this and shave it down. I had to shave down right under the waist because it would rub up against a little thunk there for the peg. So I had to shave that down. I had to shave down, is it the outsides of the arms or is it the insides? I can't remember. I think I had to shave down the outsides of the arms there as well for transformation. And then I shaved down the elbows just so that they wouldn't chip when you bend them. Which mine chipped like a little bit. You can see a little bit of red seeping through on both of them, but it isn't the end of the world. I'm fine with it. I can live with it. He also does come with one more accessory. You can pop this off. You can actually give him his hammer from some Cybertron, which I think is honestly just really cool. It kind of makes it like an all-around red alert. And you can give him his hammer. Like honestly, I think they didn't even need to do that, but I think it's pretty cool. I like the fact that he comes with it. Am I going to display him with the hammer? Probably not, but it's the thought that counts. I appreciate it. And then like I sort of mentioned earlier, this sort of doubles as like his mini-con gimmick where that bit on his back comes off and it's a gun. Because he can hold it. So I mean, if you want to paint yours white so it's like the gun instead of red like the vehicle part, then go right ahead. I thought about it, I considered it, but then I decided just to go with vehicle mode. So I thought that mattered a little bit more, so I figured I wouldn't display him with this in his hand, and I could still use it as a gun if I want to. But yeah. And then just for some comparisons, let's zoom out just a touch. You can tell how far back I am because I'm reaching for this guy. Here he is with Hotshot and Optimus. And it is so nice to just have the boys together. Even if we don't have a smoke screen, it's fine. I'll live for a little while. I just really want a Red Alert. Then they're probably gonna like make one in selects or something next year and just make this whole experience redundant. But I don't care. I had a fun time, and I think that's what matters most. But I love how these three look. I think he fits in with them pretty well. He's good. He's good till we get a new one. He's good till then. Get all these guys out of the way. And then just to bring him in again, just fire guts generator. I love this thing. He's so cool. What helps is even there was a guy at TFCon passing out like Halloween themed swords, like based on like the Prime swords, and like I got this really cool purple hilted star saber with a yellow blade. So you wanna check him out. Not sponsored, but if you want to check him out, there's his info. Which I took a quick peek on his Instagram, and he actually has like an Armada Requiem blaster on there. I don't know what to think he's selling or how his business works, because I know he does sell things. But it looked pretty cool. I definitely gotta look back into that because I would not mind having one. Like I really wish Hasbro would do like sets for the mini-cons, but they would also have it to where you can get like the static weapon. Like they'd make the mini-cons be able to combine, but you can also get like a perfect like show accurate static weapon. I don't know. Just I love Armada, man. I'm just bummed out that next year has like there's no word of Cyclonus or Demolisher or Red Alert, Smokes. I just want to complete the main, like we can drip feed the rest aside from Sideways. I want him now. We can drip feed the rest, but just give me like the main 4 for each team for now, and then we can wait like 2 years for Scavenger or whatever. But yeah, overall, it was a fun time. Like TFCon was fun. This figure, I think it is fun. There was a little chip on his thumb that now I have to fix. Whoopsies. I'll have to figure out what's caused. Maybe it's like a transformation thing. It hadn't happened the first few times I transformed him, but in the last time and this time it did. So I gotta fix that. But I do love this custom. If you would like to make this custom with any of the knowledge that I bestow, and if you have the ability, Renderform still has not only this one, but also a cannonball kit for the mold as well, where instead of the blaster, it gives you a hook, and then the head is apparently slightly modified. I have ordered that kit, and I have a burnout. It's happening eventually. I have other things I need to get to. Got another custom I plan on starting this weekend. Hopefully it'll be done, because it isn't that long of a custom. I just got to do it. Got to find the time. I got things I want to finish by the end of the year. If we're going to do it, I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. But yeah, overall, it's a great kit. I do like this, and it's only like $25, I think, for the kit. And then shipping was about 10 for me, because they are from overseas. I don't remember what country. I'm sorry. They're not US based. That's all I know. But I do think this kit is definitely worth it. If you like Armada Red Alert or Cannonball, or you want like a really fun custom project, this is one. Or if you're like me and you just want to complete the boys, here's your boy. But yeah, anyways, that is pretty much all I have to say. So be sure to check out my channel for more video and custom reviews. So please don't subscribe. You can also come check out my Facebook and Twitter pages. Links in the description below. And this is the 14th Prime, signing out.